more. Kicks it away. Hardaway picks it up. Burke ahead of the pack. Lays it up and in. The two former Wolverine teammates connecting there. And the Knicks get back-to-back. His way back. Another errant pass. Good hands by the Knicks defense. Burke steps into a three. Knocks it down. And the Knicks score 10 straight points to take the lead.
Now the Knicks addition and switching. That timeout energized them.
There. Now a starter in the NBA. Trey Burke's jump shot is good. Rattles at home. Knicks now shooting 47. Burke off the dribble. The runner backs it home.
Very difficult angle by Burke.
Those were the kind of shots.
Right to what we're trying to get done. So that's value. And also with Cantor as well. The things that he does with how he plays. So we have two anchors, a guy on the perimeter and a guy on the inside that anchors.
And Burke looking to post and toast him, and he does.
Trey Burke posting up Trey Young. And a timeout call by Lloyd Pierce. Burke now.
Bring a defender in. He allowed D'Angelo to work one-on-one, get that shot up.
Trey Burke drops in a three. Give Burke a lot of credit for working play now in the first half. Cantor a high screen. Burke uses it. Russell goes down. And Burke takes advantage with an open look.
And that's how I feel about you. Anyone can look good when they're sitting next to you. I feel like anyone could look good sitting next to her.
I was really just fishing for a compliment, Kuz, so thanks.
I'll toss him your...
Change got by Boston. Steal for Burke to the basket. Lays it in. Took it right at Kyrie Irving.
Tenacious.
In less than 3 minutes.
In a game of runs. Knicks had theirs, now the Celtics put on one.
Trey Burke gets the bounce. And the Knicks are back within 10. Burke trying to answer. Beat Irving with the step. Back and forth we go. Knicks within 6. Inside the final 2 minutes first half. Burke off the screen. Hits it.
Cantor doing a good job freeing up Burke.
Down 3. Burke turns the corner to the basket. Lays it in. And the Knicks within 1. 10.1 to go.
And that's what this...
Brook Lopez in his strong spot, the corner 3.
Well, the Bucks have been doing a great job scoring on threes and in the restricted area. Lance Thomas had the foul to put Giannis on the line. First team foul for the Knicks. Left-handed push shot by Trey Burke.
You know, some players, right-handed players, Snell was outside of his shot pocket.
Inside Trey Burke.
You get that into Tony Snell's shot pocket, dead corner.
12 rebounds.
Loves going left.
Trey Burke.
Loves going left, and Cantor sets a great screen. Cantor
Nice little scoop shot. Trey Burke.
God, going left. I mean, everything he does.
The Bucks set up their half-court defense. Burke beats it with a baseline drive.
Going left. Deked him right. Middleton froze.
Triple attempts. 0 for 2 tonight. And 1. Count the basket. Trey Burke has a free throw coming. Control the ball. Middleton down. He gets up now to defend.
Going left.
Trey Burke, 14 points in the third quarter.
Going left. Stopping on a dime. Battle with Trey Burke. Stay within your team-oriented principles. Wow. See, left.
22 for Burke. 16 in the period.
Our 7th lead change. Cantor sends it out for a Burke 3. That's good. Trey Burke with his first score of the game. And the Knicks with another triple.
Knicks have 5 seconds. Burke pushing. Burke drives to the lane. Gets inside. Banks it home. 2/10 of a second remaining. And there's the... Hardaway kicks it out corner to Thomas. Back up to Burke. Good look for 3. It's good. Beautiful ball movement.
And Burke needed that one.
They look to double team him. Hazonia back up to Burke. Burke gets a good look. 3-point. It's good. Trey Burke thought he got hit as well. And Burke with 8 points. Knicks by... Burke gets past. Bank shot is good. And 1. Trey Burke aggressively goes to the basket. He is... Hardaway shut off by Green. Kicks it out to Burke. Tries another 3. Got it. Trey Burke lighting it up in the second half. Knicks back up by 1.
He's playing so well.
Trey Burke. New York leads 36-32.
That in their contract is there, you know.
The All-Stars are all NBA.
Yeah, they did plenty.
Burke throws a jumper. Trey Burke.
For a week, Oladipo brought in motivational speakers. They went through 2-a-day workouts. That bank shot good by Trey Burke. Went out bowling to go, Jeff, by about 4 points with 10 minutes to go. Golden State, as Trey Burke makes the bucket, ended up winning by 20.
Mark was smiling. He heard the mention of two.
Trey Burke on the money with a jumper.
One of the streakiest players in the league is Trey Burke. He can beat.
Kick it out. This is Trey Burke with an open three, and he drills it. Played 57 games with the Wizards, and that was close to a traveling in the backcourt. I don't think they saw it as Burke lays it up and in. Good. Burke with Rivers. And that is a heck of a shot. That's an NBA shot right there. With Satoransky. What a shot. Sato was all over him. And this game is tied at 82. All right, what a move by Trey Burke. Tied again. Mavericks team that is 2-7 on the year. But don't forget, they came in here last season with a record of 1-10 early in the season.
Maybe Burke could provide an offensive spark. Little push shot from Burke right on cue. Knocks down his first field goal. Burke just 1 of 5 from the field. Another jump shot. That one in and out and in again. Caught off the rim with a spin, got it to go down. Burke finds some room, throws it up and knocks it down. Tie game. Trey Burke, 8 points off the bench. Knicks have 10 3-pointers, and there's still 4.5 to play here in the second as Trey Burke knocks it down.
They only average about.
Knicks have shown fight and grit all season long as Burke with a sweet move and banks it home.
Usually Burke penetrating and feeding to.
Here comes Burke. Goes right at Augustine. Euro step banker's good. Back-to-back highlights for the first time tonight for the Knicks.
Yeah, Robinson providing the impetus with his shot block and allowing the Knicks to get in transition. So defense creating some Robinson.
Burke, short shot is good. Trey Burke with his 4th field goal. Trey Burke finds an opening, knocks down the jumper. Burke 5 of 8 from the field. Just the second Knick in double figures.
With 5 turnovers. On the take. Good one. Yeah. Trey Burke gets there. 9th overall by Minnesota was a draft date. Let's see if that makes a difference. Burke with the left hand. Slick move, gets into the paint. Unimpeded. 34-16, and the Knicks getting what they want right now.
These are NBA players. They may not be a great team, but individually, and then you get guys like Trey Burke, who hadn't got a whole lot of opportunity, now getting the opportunity.
The shot clock. Burke is going up with it. Man, got what he wanted.
Oh, tough shot.
Yeah, a bank at a tough angle.
Yes, that's just nice. Well done. About 7 of those already, in and out.
Yeah, he's feeling it.
Yeah.
That's Burke is smart. I got it going. He's 5 of 5. I'm going up with it.
Well, I mean, he's
Burke. He'll get a layup. Nifty move by Trey Burke. Much more decisive.
very decisive. Again, he's a good third quarter.
It'll be Burke, and he got there. Back to a 10-point game, 98-88.
It's feeling like he's in college again.
50%. Simple as that. Burke. And it'll count. Holiday is called for the foul.
He is having a...
Now Burke, mid-range. Yeah. Yep. Count it. Hit by Moore. Slows down, gets the contact, and right line. Burke, and no fouls. And he's going to the line looking for the three-point play. As I said, no fouls. And then they play the foul.
It's not going to rank very high in any defensive categories.
No.
Trey Burke knocks down his first shot of the night. He had 24 in New Orleans on Friday. Trey Burke blocked by Bamba, but it's off the glass, goaltended. The drive. Score the basket and a foul on Jaron Grant. Burke does it again.
Involved, 6 assists last night.
Trey Burke is fouled again. This time Briscoe got him. Burke weaving, now firing, good again. Trey Burke has 14 points off the bench.
It's a nice job of using that high.
So sharp. Burke careening into Briscoe, looking for a foul call. He didn't get it, but he did get the shot to go. Canner on the handoff to Burke. Trey Burke bringing instant offense once again for New York. Drives into the middle on the 7-footer Vucevic and finishes.
Mitchell Robinson trying to post up down in there on Evan Fournier. Burke just moved him out.
Briscoe is on Burke. Steps behind the screen and drills a three. Trey Burke having a terrific night. 25 points for the 6th-year player out of Michigan. Missed the jumper. Tipped out right to Trey Burke.
Give Dennis Cantor a lot of credit on that one. He's the one that kept that one alive, just in there battling.
Rolling the ball in, preserving seconds with 4 minutes and 16 seconds left. Burke cuts the lead to 5.
No.
Burke has 29.
No fouls to give here. Burke launches a three. Puts it in. Trey Burke from downtown. The Knicks 6-3 of the opening period.
They only average 9 threes a game.
Guards, Burke, Ntilikina, and Trier. Burke's two-pointer is good. How about this, Clyde? Trey Burke, the previous 2 games, we've said 24 and 31, and he took some threes. It just, NBA is such a hard league to learn. Oh, Burke using the left hand off the glass.
Maestro, virtuoso.
Burke gets it back. Burke on the drive, banks it home.
It wasn't pretty, but they were able to pull it off.
9 points for Burke. Leans in, short jumper's good. Trey Burke starting to operate. He's got the Knicks within 5.
Burke bouncing and announcing now. Previously off the glass.
28 points here in the 4th already. Burke leans in, drills another jumper. That's a 3. Trey Burke coming alive here in the 4th quarter.
Good screen by Vonleh to free him up.
Burke finds a 3. And lays it home. Trey Burke, 10 points. Here in the first 6 minutes of the 4th quarter, it's a 3-point game.
That time,
Burke, hesitation, drives inside and banks it off the glass. Another sweet move from Trey Burke. He's got 19.
Looks to make a move. And does. 22-14, 8-point Knick lead. That's their biggest of the.
Haywood can't do that.
Burke for 3. 25-14, Knicks by 11. That boisterous holiday crowd, I was telling you. Burke for 2. And Brad Stevens has called the timeout. There are some. Burke a deep 3 and nails it. He traveled there. Burke hits another 3. Pushes the lead back to 20. Burke, and he'll get to the line, try to complete the 3-point play.
Well, boy, they just won't stay in front of this guy. They keep showing him a way to get to the rim. That's as poor a defense as I can imagine.
Dixon comes out, sets a screen. Burke comes up shooting, knocks down a jump shot. 22 for Burke. Kyrie pulls up for the jump shot and nails it. Trey Burke has had just a heck. They missed him on a cut. Burke comes up shooting. Can't bank it. Oh. Spoke too soon.
Boy, they get it. They got everyone
in front of him. pulls up for a three. Buries it.
That's why I never like to be too friendly with players.
Burke knocks down the three-pointer. And the Knicks back within 4.
He's had success against Jackson.
First jumper is good.
Yeah, Jackson has not been able to deny him, especially his penetration.
Burke, 6 points.
Going to take him down into the big man's office.
Trey Burke with a baseline gun that goes. Trey Burke averaging 13 a game. Held to just 7 against New Orleans. Prior to Anderson goes over the screen by Cantor. Burke's 3 is through.
That scores.
Burke with a leaning jumper.
They're asking Michael. 76-68. Trey Burke won't let him heat up. Hits the foul line. Jay, 6-point Piston lead.
Sixers, who averaged 26 assists, have that net.
He can make those when he gets hot.
Yep.
He's playing a 4 spot. Now, he may not be guarded out at the perimeter by Sabonis, but Sabonis can't be guarded either.
And Trey Burke hits the 3.
You'd like to see the guards get those deep rebounds. Free throw line extended.
Inside, Trey Burke with the finish. And the Knicks with a 14-point turnover.
Just keeping his second unit out there. Not going back to the starters.
Trey Burke, the pull-up, backs it home. Burke with his second field goal.
Strong. Giannis shoots the 3rd most free throws per game in the NBA as Burke cans the jumper.
Nearly 49% from behind the arc. Here's Trey Burke on a jumper. Got it. Trey scores his first 2. Played at Michigan. Player of the year. Trey Burke drives it home. Tough shot baseline. Back-to-back buckets.
Getting some.
Burke on a stop-and-go drive. Puts a shoulder down in on Bradley and still scores the bucket. That's 7 for Trey.
Tough shot by Trey Burke. Shot it over.
Make it 9.
Extension.
Stay tuned with the Jazz Game Night, the post-game report presented by Siegfried and Jensen, helping injured people in Utah for over 30 years.
Trey Burke, 12 points.
Under a minute to play in the quarter. Back and forth. What a move. Reverse layup is good for Burke.
Talk about change of pace, change of direction. Yes, most notably, the Greek Freak.
This one up and in on the floater. So what a quarter. Burke is angling for playing time on a regular. Tried to get it to Chandler. It was behind him. It's a 4-on-2. Notch nearly bungles it, but they pick it up and score.
That's what happens with turnovers.
Back and forth. Trey Burke leans in, scores.
Yeah, the defense still is not getting it done. Luke Walton takes you.
Chandler, and then Lonzo threw it right to his man. Going 1-on-2. Scoring it is Burke. He has been everywhere early.
I can't say enough about these flat angled.
Working on hard. Give, go, back. Little 2-man game, and Burke hits it. Listed at 6'1", the 26-year-old.
No. I know sometimes, maybe if it's a center, that's going to be an and one. Burke's going to go to the line.
Yeah.
He said
against Chicago on a bank 3 straight away from Oladipo. Then you got Kemba coming in here on Friday. He can light you up for 40 plus.
Watch out. They have no idea what they're running. They're looking around for help, but you got a guard coming off of the screen and roll. At the end of the day, Burke, they're going to be hungry.
5-second game shot clock difference. Trey Burke calls his own number.
His favorite little shot. He likes the same areas as Kevin Durant.
So Steph defensively will be challenged. Burke right down the lane. McKinney step in the way.
That is going to be a block.
Clay, I don't know what he was trying to do there with Jerebko. Trey Burke's got an easy one.
Well, Clay got in trouble dribbling into the traffic.
Trey Burke against O'Quinn, the runner. Shot, nice soft touch. Trey Burke with his first field goal. By Dotson. Dotson feed inside, and Trey Burke squeezed it in. Pacers quickly up the other way.
When they've been able to play out in transition and get themselves numbered opportunities, the Knicks have scored it. Done everything right. I'll tell you, he looked like Kyle Korver. I thought he was going to shoot it, Mike. He should have.
Trey Burke, no hesitation to shoot it. And Burke, 8 points in 9 minutes off the bench.
You know,
the highest rated defensive teams all season long. Last several games, though, as Burke gets inside, lays it up and in. Again, they had that blowout loss to Boston the other day. Oh, today, happy birthday, Chris Ford, back in 1979. Former Celtic player, coach. He was a Villanova guy, wasn't he?
somebody out there is saying a
bench. No Spencer Dinwiddie, torn ligaments in his right thumb. Here is Burke. His jumper rattles in. Knicks shooting it at 65% in the quarter. The net. Burke looking to wiggle around Carroll. He does. It's been too easy for the Knicks on that end this quarter. New York after one. Here's Trey Burke. Gets to the rim on Russell. And that is number 3.
Yeah, when you, hey, just fire away. That's the best thing you can do sometimes when you're down.
Trey Burke again, little resistance from the Nets D. 1-second difference, game and shot clock. Burke gets the step on Graham and massages it in with the left hand. Shot.
In the staff, it's about some of those hustle plays that they expect out of heroes.
Burke buries the 3, and just like that, the Knicks have tied it at 7.
But watch the enthusiasm of this bench and how much they're cheering.
I mean, that is an enormous number at any point of a game for your bench. Burke, step back jumper, he's good.
And there's some talent on this Knicks team. Understand that.
Hollis Jefferson. Burke hits the jumper. Trey Burke making the most of his opportunity with Emmanuel Moody.
Numbers with that, it's something special.
Do you have it saved still?
Oh, yeah,
framed?
it's framed. Beautiful. We beat the Pacers. No big deal.
Do you remember?
Bio completes the three-point play. Burke lines up his three-pointer and hits that one. It's now 4 of 10 from downtown. Burke gets pass out of Bio. Inside shot blocked, but that's a goaltend ball above the cylinder.
Burke has been elusive.
Defense that we have not seen on a regular basis this year.
A couple of turnovers by Wade.
Burke gathers, drops it in. 7 points for Burke, and the Knicks up 5.
Again, the D creating havoc in transition.
We'll get back to that in a moment. Burke drives, foul, banks it home, and one. And a chance for a three-point. Olynyk, three-pointer.
They rejuvenated Olynyk off the bench, doing a good job tonight.
Gets past Richardson, floats it up, banks it home. Nice play from Trey Burke. Another strong offensive game for Burke. Fox tried to block it.
Burke ahead of the field.
Burke all alone, lays it up, and then Eric Spoelstra irate. He thought that should have been a goaltend. It was very close, whether or not it.
Wears number 3 in honor of Dwayne Wade. Trey Burke, coast to coast. Tim Hardaway growing up in Miami. Remember his dad finished his career.
Shots in that first half to Kemba Walker, and right there you saw a made-up mind. He's going to get to the paint.
Trey Burke gets 2 back. Trey Burke. He's a guy who was let go by both.
I'm okay with both shots.
Trey Burke.
6-point Dallas lead. Trey Burke puts it up over Doncic and hits.
Burke getting a lot of Connecticut. Saw his dad at the previous game. I haven't seen him yet tonight.
Trey Burke takes it all the way.
Matthew saying that's my fault.
Knicks trail by 8. Here's Burke on the fade.
Burke previously along the baseline, this time 15 feet away on the perimeter.
Burke has hit 3 of his first 4 attempts.
Yeah, good confrontation. Yep, amazing feat.
He's the first player all time as Burke hits and is fouled.
90s, I loved the great players, though I never was one.
Thank you so much and have fun on April 2nd.
Thank you very much.
Guys.
Check it out.
All right, thanks, Rebecca. Trey Burke with a 3. Clyde Antetta, the guard. Burke drives up with the left hand and in.
Smooth, clever, slick that time by Burke.
This is the biggest lead for Dallas. And then Burke answers at the other end.
Dallas averaging 109.